Hello, world. What's good? Welcome to another episode of No Brain Network. What's good? What's really good?
What's good, bro?
All right, man. Introductions, you already know. To the left, who we got?
Judah.
Right on. Who's to my right?
Nigga, I was down one. Easy F.
And I'm JB's. Is what we. Yeah, nigga. So what, man? I'm gonna switch it up. You know, I don't want to be formulaic, robotic. You feel me? We here. Basically, what we gonna talk about today? We gonna talk about some Marvel. We gonna talk about some MCU stuff in particular. You know, the MCU has been a thing since 2008. Has some really high highs. Has some really low lows. And you know, we just gonna kind of talk about it in kind of a conglomerate standpoint of like how we feel about it right now, the current state we're at right now, what we look forward to in the future, what we want them to do, what they're going to do, you know, just kind of reminiscing on the good times. Like, this is going to be a past, present, future talk of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, if you will. So, without further ado, let's start with the present. How we feel about the
From the past 5 years, what was the best Marvel movies?
That's a valid question. 5 years.
2019
Right.
to now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Endgame.
You got Endgame. That's a throw that.
Best?
In. Okay, because I think we're all gonna have a different
Very
answer,
different
which
answers.
is fire.
It
Okay,
doesn't have to be best, but if we want to do best, we can do
you
that.
can do favorite, whatever
Just-
you know.
Just
Best
good
projects
ones.
is movies, just movies, or you want to include
Anything
shows?
Marvel.
Okay,
Anything Marvel's fun.
Okay,
Throw
Endgame.
that weak ass filler in there too. Throw that weak ass shit in there. Disney Plus, nigga. you be watching them hoes. You watch every single one of them motherfuckers, man.
I liked all of them.
It's alright,
That's a
but
Marvel hit. I like
it's-
all of them.
that's fair.
What do you think? Would you say Loki's the best out of the Disney Plus?
Loki. My favorite is my favorite was Wanda and
Oh yeah.
WandaVision?
Scarlet Witch and WandaVision.
Okay.
Loki is solid though. I say I watched season 2 as well. I
Let's
thought
talk
it was pretty
about
solid. It was pretty
WandaVision.
strong.
Have you seen WandaVision?
I have.
I have not. So what were some great things about that? What's your opinion on it? What do you
Oh,
think?
my opinion on WandaVision? Man, I didn't like it.
Why?
Overall, because in my opinion, see what people liked about it. For me, it got played out. The sitcom aspect, it was too gimmicky for me. They spent too much time. It was cool
I would agree with that.
It was cool. The first episode. It was
Yeah,
cool.
I would agree
Everything
with
after that, it's like, bro, get on. What is the narrative of the show? What is
So
like?
how long did that play out? The whole.
It was at least 3
Really?
4 episodes.
How many episodes are there?
9.
I thought it was like 12.
9.
It was one of the longer shows though. It was like 12.
9.
Was it 9?
Yeah, it was 9. So, in terms of them just doing the sitcom thing, they did it in like 6 episodes.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, for
The first 4 episodes were straight sitcom. Then they had like a break in between where they kind of
like
show was kind of going on.
Real world.
Then they went back into the sitcom stuff, and then they brought it back into the real world so they can make it as superhero-y at the end as they could. But
that's valid.
I mean, how you
I
feel,
would agree
how you feel
with
about it? That was the first one too. That
I
was
would
the
agree
first
with
Plus
that.
show.
Yeah,
How you feel about it, Easy?
I thought it was pretty good. I just really like. I guess the climax was pretty average, but
Very.
I liked what his goodbye to Wanda for the final time.
That was nice.
Good. Made me cry.
That was nice.
How do you think they handled her character?
Okay.
Compared to the movies.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. They backtracked with
They did
her
backtrack.
How so?
because she literally. I mean, listen, this is like a 3-year-old show, and you ain't about to tap in, right?
I'm asking because I'm.
good. So basically, because you saw Avengers Avengers Infinity War, right?
Yeah.
So Vision, the love of her life.
You took
you got
everything from me. I know who you
Lil
are.
Uzi Vert, get that diamond out there. So she's like really heartbroken about that to the point where
She like creates an alternate reality, right? And she lives in there.
But she actually takes over actual town of actual people. She holds them hostage so that they can play, little
These characters.
Yeah, sitcom world with her, which is fucked up. And she like recreated Vision. She created kids, like actual human children that they never physically had. So she made up her own
Like children, like
perfect world.
people in the town as well.
No,
I think
these were like actual like children.
creations of hers.
Like
Or she's like, is it just
She made up children.
Did she make them physically manifest?
Like
Or-
tangible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you see what I'm
She's
touching?
trying to, yeah, she's trying to get them back now.
Real.
It's like her.
Correct.
Well, she's assumed to be dead, but you
Right.
know when characters die off screen, they're not really dead.
Correct. So I mean, you know, her being an Avenger and being prominent in these movies, you would think she's more of a good character, more of a good guy, a hero. But her taking hostage of a small town, and they know it, and they can't do anything about it. They're literally begging to be set free from her control. Just all for her little selfish, you know, want to play make believe, play happy family. Cause she out of nowhere loves sitcoms. That was never a narrative in the movies. You see how they added that in?
Yeah,
You see how they
yeah.
added? Oh, she used to watch sitcoms
Yeah.
with her family, and
Wait.
her division used to, right.
The family is dead.
yeah, the missile was
The power of
They're done.
flashbacks. The power of
They're done.
flashbacks, Alfred. Hey,
Oh,
sorry, Tony.
Well, it's
Tony.
pretty fitting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right.
What was brother's name? Was it like
Obadiah. What type of that? I'm saying. Cause yeah, we get my nigga was behind his couch. How you get in, bro?
Oh God.
You got a key to the map, bro? You got a key under the map?
It's cool.
I'm saying. But
So do you think so?
Man,
Did she share any similar characteristics to her in Age of Ultron and the other movies, or what would you say? She's like,
no.
They
No.
definitely really
Age of
deeper
Ultron.
dived into her character.
Yeah, she
They're
was
trying to-
very more immature. Didn't have a hold of her powers. More.
you know, Age of Ultron?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, she was doing. Yeah, she. I didn't think she had full control.
No.
She was a little. She was always emotional, but it's kind of different. We're like she's more in tune with her emotions in WandaVision, but the choices she's making, for me, I don't think it's good for like a character's sake. See, you can get that pass when you can't control your powers and you do stuff, but like when you have full control, you know you're taking a hostage of like a town of like 3,000 people. You know you're out here. Vision kind of went too. He's like, Wanda, this isn't right. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's just everybody in the show more or less is telling her like this is not the move, and she's still kind of doing it.
So what do you think? What's the strongest point like of the show? Like, what makes it the best out of the?
I didn't say it was the best.
No,
I said
out of
favorite.
No, I mean
My
like
favorite.
in terms of what makes it your favorite out of the Disney Plus
Maybe that was-
shows. Like, what was the?
Why you like it?
Yeah, like what do you think those are some good
You
things
had
about it? What was?
very great points. Maybe I was just coming off the hype of, because I only watched it the one time through, and I remember enjoying it. But
Did you
then
find
I
it
was
like entertaining?
Yeah, I thought it
What
was
was the most
entertaining.
entertaining part about it?
I guess just exploring her power set, more story.
Yeah,
Her
Did it
becoming-
show, like,
her
more
becoming
powers?
more of this? Yeah, her becoming more of the Scarlet Witch and learning, with the
I'll say
stuff
this,
like that.
Did it with their hands?
Huh?
were there what?
Yeah.
Vision fought a little bit, but
Yeah,
she's
he
more
fought
magic-based,
he fought a silver version of himself, a white version of himself,
Yeah.
a white Vision.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
It
you
was
can
more.
say
It was more. It wasn't action heavy.
Nah, it was just
Story.
flying.
Like a psychological
They were just chasing.
kind
It's
of-
like, yeah.
They were just chasing each other through the town. It was kind of weak,
Okay.
but the mystery aspect was cool.
Mystery, yeah.
For the time being, it was cool because like it was kind of this like what's really going on, like
Yeah.
who's the villain,
Yeah.
like it kind of teasing it. I do like that.
Did
I
it
just
do
wish-
something to like propel the cinematic universe anywhere, like in
No.
the story?
No, absolutely.
So it was,
Because of basically,
so it was just a
Nah.
side thing.
yeah, a little side thing.
Oh,
What they did is they kind of hijacked half of the Doctor Strange movie and kind of made it about Wanda. That movie
in
was
the movie.
yeah, it was
Multiverse
eating off of
Madness.
WandaVision
Yeah.
because her kids, her fake kids that she created in WandaVision, they came back in the Doctor Strange movie because that was kind of the narrative of that film.
She trying to.
They tied it into that movie specifically, but not the universe. as a whole.
How was that movie? Y'all watched it? I didn't.
I did watch it.
I watched it too.
What
I
did
thought it
y'all
was-
think?
I thought it was pretty solid, but it wasn't like.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I think I like
What you
it.
like about it?
I like it more than most. Man, it
More
was
than
so
what?
good.
More than what?
I liked it more. I liked it more than most people.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
think I'm more in the minority of thinking it's more good than more bad.
Okay.
I don't think it was that bad either. I mean, I thought it was pretty solid again, but
It was It was.
The deaths were crazy.
I'm saying, bro, it was more darker and serious than most of the Marvel movies, which I like that a lot.
That's good.
The pace, it had pacing issues for sure.
Yeah.
How so?
It was only 2 hours, and for a movie like that, when you're dealing with multiverse and you got all these characters and cameos, 2 hours really just wasn't enough. They could have paced it a little better.
So I feel like they jam packed a lot of things into one.
Yeah, it did. I would say that is an issue, and again, they're turning Wanda kind of against the fan base. I feel like because she was the villain.
More into a villain.
She was the villain in the movie.
Of that movie.
Yeah, straight up. Her plot was
did her and Doctor Strange fight.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
She kind of washed. She washed the whole school, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
The
Nobody.
whole school, she washed.
Yeah, she did. You know, Doctor. Whatever. Where he learned to become a sorcerer.
Yeah.
She went there, wrecked all them niggas. Wrecked all those sorcerers.
Like
yeah, Wong and friends got wrecked, bro.
I guess you could call them the Avengers of that other universe. She fucked them up too.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was nice.
Not the Avengers, the Illuminati.
Yes, Illuminati. That was nice.
Richards.
Yeah.
And keep in mind,
Black Bolt.
Keep in mind, like the Illuminati in that universe, they defeated their Thanos like with ease.
Yeah.
And Wanda ran through them. So what does that say about Wanda? You feel me?
Well, she was giving them that work in that game.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Man, these niggas defeated.
He made her fire off those missiles.
Just do it.
Rain fire.
What's
like, just do it. Nigga turned to Shia LaBeouf. I'm saying. Yeah. Like I really dig Doctor Strange Multiverse because it was directed by Sam Raimi, who did the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
So he definitely he was flexing with that. He put his little
horror stuff. He does a lot of horror.
In the horror, like Wanda was so fired. Like Lisa, the creativity with her kills, her display of powers, cause she snapped somebody's neck and she did it so quick and so. It was just like that, and it was beautiful, bro. It was fun.
So would you say that would be one of the stronger movies of recent years?
Of Phase 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say so, but if you ask...
say it's like... How far up there would you say?
Wait, hold on. Phase 4 is Far From Home up. Far From Home. Where does it start?
It starts... Do you want the movie start or the TV show start?
Okay, so from WandaVision to what? Phase 4?
Yes. WandaVision to Wakanda Forever.
Okay. Yeah, I would say it's pretty strong. It's top tier. For
sure.
What'd you guys think of Black Panther 2?
Damn. Okay, you didn't watch it?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I just wish they recasted T'Challa. Chadwick Boseman. I love him. And then his death did mess me up, low key.
I cried.
Hey, I definitely cried.
Yeah, I did too.
He's still my screensaver.
Word.
Still.
Come on now. I wish they recasted him instead of kind of making it more about her. I mean, she does become the Black Panther in the comic books, but having him there would have been, I think, better.
Yeah, I think he's just like a more of a solid character.
Yeah.
More interesting.
Yeah.
Just more entertaining to watch.
He definitely helped.
He
had the screen unlocked whenever he was on there for sure.
He had better hands.
Yeah, better hands for sure.
Way better
hands.
The end was kind of disappointing for me because like I was wanting to see a little bit more because like I was enjoying the movie, like the story and like the kind of duality of the of Namor, and the scenes where Queen died. That shit had me. That shit had me, man.
Man, facts.
That shit had
facts.
me.
Yeah, I understand. Yep,
I get it. They were so fucking weak.
The hands were a little weak.
At the end was so weak. So
I don't even remember that boss fight for real.
That's why. That shit was weak.
I remember she got stabbed, and she kind of thugged it out.
Oh yeah.
She thugged it out, ripped it off.
She feel like if this is supposed to be the passing of the torch for T'Challa, you have to go big. And they did not go big at the end. Like they had a whole room of people, and that's what they came up with. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Especially having to rewrite from. I just wish they kept the OG script, recast it.
Yeah.
I don't know who could have filled that role, other than Chadwick. To be honest.
I got two options. Because I also would have been fine with a recast. I just knew they just were never going to do that.
Because they don't do that for.
Two options I have. Number one, they should have just scrapped the movie. I would have been fine with just no more Black Panther or anything. If you can't continue on with your lead actor who made this movie in the world what it is, don't even continue it. Or there's somebody who was more worthy of the mantle of Black Panther, who was in the movie, who would have made for a better protagonist. Because when I say that person, we all would be like, oh, hell yeah, that would have been.
M'Baku?
No. Come on.
In the movie?
Come on,
man. A better Black Panther?
This was literally his introduction to the movie. What's up, cousin? He literally spun around in the chair.
You want to bring back Michael B. Jordan?
Yes, nigga. Killmonger, bro.
You would have to have
freaking
some kind of redemption, though, wouldn't you?
Correct. Yeah. And that would boost his character.
Because they would have to fit that in the movie, though, yeah?
Yeah, they would. This was a long movie. This was a 2.5 hour movie.
2 hour, yeah.
They could have did the time they spent on this weak shit that we got.
That's true.
It would have been better spent on the Killmonger redemption arc. This movie was doomed from jump, bro. I'm sorry, Letitia Wright. You're a great actress, but you are not a leading star at all. You don't have the stage presence. You didn't work out. You 5'3", 90-pound Black Panther. Miss me with that weak shit. You don't got no hands. You were trashed this whole freaking movie, bro. You freaking running away from the Talakans. You ain't doing shit. You got kidnapped. Okoye had to come save you. Nakia had to come save you. But now you take the R-shaped herb, and now you got hands all of a sudden. Where'd that come from?
I wouldn't even go as far to say she has hands all of a sudden.
All right, but
she has powers. Oh yeah.
She got powers.
She had Namor on the beach with his butt cheeks out, didn't she? You know what I'm saying, bro?
There was one move that I remember just when you said Namor. He does really cool move. Yeah, there's the elbow. That shit was kind of
cool. That was so random.
That's a Mortal Kombat shit.
I'm saying, nah, bro. Cause like, listen, they're disrespecting what it means to be a Black Panther. Because T'Challa trained his whole life. He said in the first movie, he said his dad trained him up until that point for him to be ready. Right. She in the first movie never wanted that, bro. She was like, wrap this up. It's over. She was never into the ritual, tribal aspect. She's just like a genius tech. That was always her lane, bro. Trying to push her into her brother's shadow. Right now, it wasn't time. Because, yeah, she does become Black Panther in the comics. That's like years when she's a mature, grown-up, had time to train to the road.
You see that growth. You see that transition.
You just throwing her into this because she's the sister? Nah, that wasn't it. And they had somebody buff, 6'2", guy hands. We seen Killmonger, how capable he was in the first movie. And yes, he was a villain. But if you really look at Killmonger in the first movie, he wasn't really all the way wrong, though, bro. Like, he got the clap back, with a claw, which T'Challa did not. Claw did Wakanda dirty. Yep. Killmonger got that clap back. A lot of what he's saying, he was spitting. T'Challa even agree with him. Like, bro, we're not doing anything with Wakanda. We need to share our resources with the world. We need to give back. We need to kind of, where he went a little overboard. He trying to, kill people. I'm saying, right? Yeah. I think that's where the redemption arc would come into play. Like, you bring him back in the comics. They kind of bring Killmonger back with like black voodoo magic and stuff like that. Kind of the astral plane. They kind of play with that stuff.
So, what would be like the main story? Because a lot of the story relies heavily on the family. Like,
yes.
So, the Queen's death, if it was tied around Killmonger, like what would the they might have to change the story up a little bit because
a different movie. And I want to listen. The Queen's the whole movie, bro. Like this is because this narrative of grief was a big narrative in the movie. That wouldn't be a thing as much if it was focused on Killmonger. If he's like the focus and the redemption, because him and T'Challa were like butting heads and beefing. There wouldn't be much grief there. Yeah, I like more of the redemption, like turn an unlikely villain into the hero. I kind of like that angle better, bro.
So I really do. What do you think would be a big enough redemption for him to get the approval of the people of Wakanda?
Going up against Namor, because Namor ran up in these niggas' crib.
Sure did.
Blew them to hell, killed the queen. Like, Namor was a menace to them in this movie, bro. Him going up against Namor and fighting for the kingdom. It's crazy. Did you see the What If episode, season 1, Killmonger's episode?
Yeah, where he fucked up Tony.
Yeah. You saw how he got their respect by fighting alongside and showing the worthiness? Yeah. Like, you could have did something along the lines like that. I think it would have worked out and it would have been organic, too, in my opinion. Because
he
he's
still had malice
already
intentions.
still got what?
He still had malice intentions in that episode.
Yeah. He did. That's what I said.
It wasn't a full redemption.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Nah,
he wasn't.
that was just he did have his own.
He just played the long game, but like faster.
I'm saying like yes, they did.
Fast, long game.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, see, you know what would have been beautiful is in my movie of Michael B. Jordan being Black Panther. They meet each other in the astral plane as T'Challa's going in and Killmonger's making his way out, and they finally have like a cousin to cousin talk, kind of like that last scene in the first movie, right? When they was like talking about a kid from Oakland, dream about fairy tales, and like have another passionate, heartfelt talk where T'Challa touches Killmonger's heart, and he kind of sees it in a different light, a more peaceful means of getting to. They both want the same thing, different ways, like just kind of I don't know, like conflicting ideologies, man. Having like that heart to heart conversation, and then he comes back to life. Like guys, I talked to T'Challa, you feel me, in the astral plane. Like I think that would have been a dope way to kind of like start his redemption arc. I would have liked to see something like that, bro.
I think like a redemption arc for him, and say like if he was to lead for Black Panther 2, I think it would be possible, but it would take like a lot of work.
More work than a 5'3", 90-pound, no hands, not fighting Black Panther. More work than that. Do you see Shuri as a capable Black Panther right now?
Hell no, but she has there's direct connection. They're riding off the coattails of Chadwick Boseman with like the grief and all of that, so they have all that working for them. For Killmonger, they'd have to create a whole new story from the ground up.
Bingo.
That's why there would have to be a lot of work.
Hey,
which it could but it could work though.
It could.
They could make a entertaining movie like that.
But
so where would you say? Where would you place that with this current phase? Above what? Below what?
Definitely lower. It's not the worst. There was worse movies. There was worse content that came out. It's low for me. I would say it's better than Black Widow.
I didn't even see that. I ain't gonna lie.
Weak.
I saw the trailer and I was like,
shit, weak.
Almost saw it for David Harbour. Almost saw it for bro.
You know what? He was cool the first 15 minutes, and then they turned him a straight goofball.
They did turn him goofy. They do that with a lot of their characters.
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah, trash. If you're big and strong, you got to be dumb and trash.
Yeah.
That's the narrative in the MCU.
That's facts.
They be doing that, Drake.
They did that to Hawk.
They did that to Hawk.
I'll never
They did that
forgive
to
Drax.
Drax.
Anybody big and strong.
He kind of started off.
He kind of started off that way. In the
I know. That's the problem. He's not like y'all know what he's like in the comics.
He's just a savage in the comics.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Coming into it, they're like, oh no, we can't have the big buff guy be dominant. We gotta make him aloof. We gotta make him stuff goes over his head. They even made a joke. Nothing goes over my head. I'm too.
Yeah.
You feel me? Doesn't man? I'm good. He funny, but
he is funny.
He's funny, but nah. Can we just get like a dope, strong, capable character?
No,
that doesn't get
they
hope.
want to.
Here we go. Hey,
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Go strong, capable, smart.
He is. He's not like.
But now he's dead.
He's dead. But he's dead.
He's my favorite character in the MCU, bro. Cause all hits, no misses, bro. Like he checks all the boxes on.
That's fair.
What I like in the character
solid.
and in movies, he was great, man.
What do you think the best character is out of this current phase?
Current phase?
Yeah.
So we technically in 5 right now. You want to just take the 4 because 4 is within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Best character?
The strongest one that sticks out that could be like he's like the star of phase 4.
The real ones are gone, bro. I'm saying, like these motherfuckers right here, they were doing the heavy lifting.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
I like Shang-Chi, man.
I like him too. He's solid, bro. I ain't got no complaints about that movie.
I like Shang-Chi.
I wouldn't mind seeing more of that.
That was great. That was great, man.
The hands,
the bus fight was crazy.
That
shit was crazy.
Acrobat.
They had the dude from Creed 2.
Yes, they did. They do it in the end. Yes. That was nice, man. Him fading with his dad like that over the timber. That was nice.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
I'll throw him in there.
And that's the story too about letting go.
Oh God. Let's see. Best kid. Nah, nobody like sticks out to me. They don't have supplements and replacements for the heavy hitters.
Here's the thing. Here's where they're falling short with this current phases.
Yeah.
Phase 1. we got to know these characters through their individual movies, and then they came together.
That's a good
That's
point.
the right way
We
to
got
do
to
it.
see them from the first conception.
Yep.
Building on, and then we got to see them build relationships with everybody else. And now they're just throwing people at us without any context.
True.
Nope.
They're expecting us to just love them. They expect
Yes.
us to love them.
And no connectivity, no cohesion. They're not building up to anything like in particular. Like Phase 1 was mapped out from jump. They're like, we're gonna do these movies leading up to Avengers, leading up to Loki, while building up Thanos as the overarching. That was always the plan.
That shit was beautiful.
Phase 4 and 5, they ain't been no plan. They just throwing shit to the wall, seeing what sticks, seeing what don't. They call it the multiverse phase, but what's the main
excuse?
Right? What's the main, bro? None of these projects more or less have like, what's the lead up to it? I know they said, you know, Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty, but plans are changing now, so it's like
That's so tragic.
so it's like, where are they going? Like, who's gonna be the next big bad that unites the whole universe? Are they ever gonna get to an Endgame level again?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get another Endgame because that was built up for
years.
It was perfect.
11 years.
It was built up so well that literally every other studio tried to do the exact same thing.
DC's trying to do
DC tried to do it.
Yes,
Like, literally every
yes.
Transformers is trying to do it.
They trying to do
now.
a monster universe.
No, yeah.
They trying to, yeah.
They did. It's tough. Yeah, because nobody wants to put in that work, bro. Like,
But that's how you're really going to get the money.
listen, do y'all
That's how you're
remember?
going to get the money. You got to put that work in.
Exactly, because we were all around during Phase 1. Like, those movies were, I like the movies, but we weren't looking at it like, oh, this is epic, this is going somewhere. We're like, okay,
We're watching
these are just
it for what it was.
Exactly,
It was
exactly. See, these studios don't want to put in that work. They don't want to release good to decent movies that aren't necessarily impactful, but they're leading to something. They don't want to put in that work, bro.
Here's what they
That's
do.
why Marvel, hey man,
They focus more on making set pieces that there's a part of this and part of this rather than making an individual movie.
Facts.
Treating it with enough care.
Correct.
So it, on its own, it's good.
Yes.
Like Phase 1, those movies, good.
Solid. I'm saying,
Very
man.
solid phase.
Woo,
That shit,
man,
like-
take me back, bro. I'm saying.
Take me back. I can't.
Because, like, yeah, and also the movies, they had their different looks and tones to it.
Different
Like,
feel.
I would say the Iron Man movies look and feel like Iron Man. Thor looked and felt like Thor. Cap all these movies look and feel the same.
Yeah, their own
you don't-
identities.
These movies don't distinguish from each other. They all got the same dumb,
That's a good point.
goofy
That's fact.
tone, watered down.
It
Nobody's
kinda makes
throwing
everything
hands.
mesh together. It's like, what makes
Exactly.
this different from this? What makes
Correct.
Oh, these are Asians.
saying.
It's Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Right.
That shit was that.
See, shout to Shang-Chi for standing
Shang-Chi,
out.
yeah.
That is the most, man, like,
I fuck with
Its own
Kung Fu
identity,
fights,
man.
bro.
I did.
They're
I
all
love-
that shit.
I love
Those
that.
fights were crazy.
Fights were T, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Eternals.
Yes. Hey, y'all ready, man? Y'all ready? I'm ready, man.
That's the epitome of what we just talked about.
Okay.
Drawing characters, expecting us to give a fuck.
Are we ready to have this talk?
There's a whole. There's already
this
a
is-
team there. We
this
have
is-
no idea who any of them are really.
We going there?
They were
Talking
established. They were established, but
We talking terms?
Through Expedition, don't. They weren't established any other way. The movie was their establishment, but we didn't. I don't know. I got beef with that movie.
I got beef with that movie.
That's valid.
I don't remember too much about it myself. I did like that last fight between what's his name? What's the superpower? The Superman-esque guy?
Icarus.
Yeah, and the others. But
Mm-hmm.
nigga flew into the sun.
Yeah, you did.
Other than that, I don't know. I don't remember too much about it.
I will say they did like super speed really cool.
The super speed, no, that's the
that
best.
shit.
Yes,
Right.
that's the best.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
Flash do this little goofy.
I hate that shit.
This
I don't wanna
nigga.
talk about
We talking about DC. We talking about DC.
Why do you?
You ain't get no DC talk.
No,
We
hold
keep them
on.
Marvel.
That is
Keep
the
them Marvel.
dumbest running
It's
for
trash.
That's the
It's
dumbest
trash.
I've ever.
It's
You
trash.
could run
Yeah,
regular, bro.
it's trash.
Like how she was doing. She was running regular.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the
It
best.
That shit was
That's
sick.
T. That was T. I will agree with that. That is fire.
Man, what's your thoughts on Eternals, bro?
What's time they had the first major disagreement, the first
You like
many
it?
to come. Yeah, I thought it was dope, bro.
Why? What made it so dope?
Man, it's different than a typical MCU movie with the cinematography, the type of story that they told. They chose to tell. The acting, bro. Those actors was
That was good
down
acting.
in that movie. I'm saying,
They
bro.
were acting.
They didn't have the MCU formula in it, bro. The MCU formula is make people laugh, have colors, have kind of quippy villain. Like, they didn't take any of the formulaic routes, bro. They told the story that it's polarizing to a lot, and I understand, you know, you and a lot of people, you know, y'all got beef with the movie. But man, I'm saying, this movie came at a great time for me, because I thought Marvel creatively lost the sauce in terms of taking risks and being different, bro. Taking these godlike characters, bro, and having them, you know, throughout 7,000 years, bro, you know, their purpose is just to, you know, be on Earth, you know what I'm saying, help evolve. Like, I kind of like that narrative a lot, bro. Like, they were literally in Babylon. Those Babylon scenes to me,
that connection.
Babylon
I love that. That was freaking fire, bro. Freaking Fast Toes, bro. Created he gave them the idea for the atomic bomb. He was trying to help civilization, and it was so destructive. And he said, "I'm walking away from humanity, bro." That scene, I love that scene.
That's
bro.
a good scene. Yeah.
I'm saying they was, for me, they was cooking on the low just with the themes and narratives for a Marvel movie. Marvel is so
that's a good point.
Basic
Marvel,
and you feel me?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm saying, hey, I digged it, bro, and I like there was 10 of them. 5 of them were kind of like physical superheroes. The others were kind of more on the cerebral, mental aspect. I kind of like that. The divide, man.
Yeah.
Half of them was throwing hands. The other half was kind of like trying to like bring people together. I thought that shit was T, bro. Man,
that is kind of cool how they played a part in the evolution of the human race.
And I'll say, yeah, they did have maybe too many characters, because not everybody got fleshed out, because it is 10 of them. But I think they did focus on the most important characters. You know, it's Icarus, Cersei, what's the name of the mom? Ajax. What's Angelina Jolie's character?
She was
Athena.
like
Athena.
Yeah.
Athena, Fastos. Like, to me, they focused on the main ones to me that mattered the most. Had the best acting, had the best narrative in the movie. I thought the CGI was clean. The fights was good. Icarus was doing some Superman shit. You know, he had the super speed. He had the heat vision, the strength.
Yeah.
I like that, man. And having them fight each other opposed to them fighting a
Some
generic
big
villain.
bad guy. Yeah.
Right.
That's a good twist.
Because they had like a little creepy looking villain in there, but he wasn't the main villain. He was just in the movie. Like, it's a matter of perspective. You look at it like Icarus, he's following freaking, what's the big red celestial's name? Forgot. The big red nigga, bro. They were talking to. Anyway, their mission was just to, you know, get the job done on Earth. You know, the Earth is gonna explode. We're gonna just keep doing this over and over again. And Icarus was so loyal to that. The others, they actually bonded with Earth. They had an attachment because Fastos had a family, bro. He found love. Cersei, man, she was a teacher, teaching people, bro. Kango was an actor, bro. Like, they all found their vices on Earth, and they kind of exceeded their creation of, okay, we're just here to, you know, complete the mission. No, they actually became humans, bro, and I really like that duality, man. Icarus, and he killed Ajax, bro. That was crazy, man.
Yep.
Threw her to the wolves, literally, man. And had them fools thinking she just died. That was crazy. That was a great plot twist. Again, see, I really fuck with Eternals, but you ask anybody else, they think I'm tweaking. They think I'm just like gassing it. That's fine.
Those are valid points.
Those
I'm
movies
to give it a watch again.
Me personally,
I'm willing to watch it again.
I have a lot more to talk about with Eternals than really most of the other Phase 4 movies. I just can't go this depth and deep into detail with the other ones because they just don't got it.
So where would you rank Eternals in Phase 4?
Are you ready? You ready, Judah? You ready, Easy Ed? JB's the No Brain Network. I thought Eternals was the best movie of Phase 4. Yeah, not that one. I know the one y'all thinking about. Let me know when we ready to have that conversation. Let me know, bro. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Well, what am I thinking about?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking.
Hey, I don't
I know what you think. I'm thinking.
I don't know.
Okay.
No Way Home is what you're thinking.
Yeah, how y'all boys feel about that?
So what do you think? What are some things that make Eternal better than No Way Home? Well, I can think from what you've said, it has a different feel from it. It's not the same the same tropes for Marvel.
Formulaic.
And I would say the story, from what you explained, would be more compelling, less dependent on nostalgia and silly decisions that happen mainly for the plot to happen.
Yeah. Yep.
Right on. Are we ready? Oof.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not trying to choose violence so early in our YouTube careers, but man.
You know I love violence.
I know you do.
In all forms.
You know what? It's not just that I think Eternals is the superior movie in terms of quality. It's just that I just don't think No Way Home is a good movie at all. I think
you don't think it's a good movie at all?
At all?
I would not call it a
Why?
good movie.
What
I would call it
being a good movie.
It's epic. I think people get good confused with epic. It's nostalgic.
What's the difference
it's got
between good and epic for you?
Story, narrative, character development. When you actually break No Way Home down in those categories, it falls short a lot.
There's character development.
Man, if you really break down at what he did and what he went through to get to that point that he could already got to way earlier in the film, hey.
What do you mean got to? Well, he couldn't have gotten to it earlier in the film because he was a certain person in the beginning and he was a different person.
That's valid.
I mean, I can see like
okay,
it would make sense for him to behave differently, but that's the character that he was in the beginning.
Listen, where he ended up narratively in the film of everybody forgetting who he is, he could have got that much simpler.
By just being mature. I see what you're saying.
Correct.
I went through a whole bunch of bullshit to learn a regular life lesson. I get that, but there was character development.
My nigga, how many movies Tom Holland, 6 movie appearances, 3 of his own movies, and 3 other Avenger movies appearances to get to this point? Why? Why are we tolerating that? Why are we accepting that? Why are we calling that character development?
Case. Well, it is, though. It's the definition of character development. He developed into a different character. Yeah, it's at a
6
slow rate.
movies. It is the slowest
He's
rate.
also one of the youngest.
But he
16 started off.
But he takes 2 steps forwards and takes 3 steps back, bro. And I can go through.
That's human. That's the human race.
I'm trying. Yeah,
sometimes you make the same mistakes every once in a while.
Hey, bro.
You gotta tell him.
Let's talk about him, bro. Let's talk about him, bro.
I don't see
Steve Rogers, right?
Captain Stephen
Does
Grant.
he have
He's a whole different person.
And let's talk about him. Exactly.
A whole different person.
I'm saying, bro.
A grown man also.
They're grown.
Grown men.
They're grown, but if you're trying to make good characters to lead a cinematic universe, bro, you can't do that Tom Holland shit, bro. You gotta have heavy hitters. You gotta have people you can gravitate to early on.
I see what you're saying. So, like, the decisions he made,
yes, bro.
It's not easily relatable to you.
Not at all. A teenager with powers that don't want to be a superhero and want to do regular, boring high school shit when you're literally an Avenger. Make it make sense, bro.
I mean, it can make sense to like whoever.
To play devil's advocate, if you're 16, you just got powers. Put yourself as a 16-year-old. Yeah, you want to be a superhero, but
yes,
obviously it's going to eat away at you because we talk about this all the time. Not being able to say, "Come to my house party" because you out there doing superhero stuff. I mean, stuff like that. Like obviously,
and
I mean, but stuff like that. But
remember at the beginning he got outed.
Yeah, he got outed.
That affected everyone in his life.
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
he did. He did get outed.
Doing regular, missing out on stuff like that as a kid.
And he could have fixed that.
As a kid,
he could have fixed that.
How so?
He went to Doctor Strange, my nigga. Right. He had the keys to do the spell that was gonna wipe away the fact that everybody knew he can go back to the normal dumb trash PC life he wanted. He had that exactly, bro.
That
to me, that's like
flaw in his character. Like that's
no, but see, to me, that's where the storytelling come in. If these bad things happen to him out of his control, and he comes out of that, that would make for better versus you put yourself in that situation. Yeah, he put himself in that situation.
I put myself in some really bad situations. It's kind of like
you learn from it, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like that's what makes this is a different universe. Anakin so impactful because the whole tragedy happened because of him.
True.
Yes,
his nightmare about Padme dying happened because of him.
Because of him. Yeah,
it did. That's fact.
So I think like the concept
but Anakin was an original character. Spider-Man is an established character that they're turning into this dumb kiddie. I don't know what decisions to make. I want to be Iron Man Jr.
Usually
you
Spider-Man's made.
Yeah, you can do that shit with a new character. Don't do this with the most popular superhero, arguably, of all time, bro. Like, they could have made their own original teenage character and just gave that character that. Why are we doing this with Spider-Man, bro? Why are we playing with Spider-Man's name, running through all these movies, all these villains? He was so washed with his movies, they had to get 5 of the other movie villains from the different Spider-Man universes to come to his movie, bro. All the help he needed to make that movie pop, that movie don't pop because of Tom Holland. What we like about No Way Home? Go ahead and say it.
That's facts.
What's right? Cause y'all want to talk about what's the difference between a good movie versus nostalgia. Take away the nostalgia. What we got?
It was a good movie versus epic, but
yes,
yeah, that's definitely that was the biggest driving factor of the movie.
Is it a good movie? You think it's a good movie?
I was entertained.
Right. Is it a good movie?
When I left the theater, I thought it was good, but there's definitely some flaws in the story because like some things that could have been avoided. Like I said before, I feel like some things happened to get the plot where it needed to go. But at the same time, watching it, at the same time watching it, it was still like believable because of how he's been so far.
Yeah, they're consistent with his trash character for sure. Absolutely, I ain't denying that.
What makes he? Why is he so bad?
Like honestly, even taking just this fact that this is a portrayal of Spider-Man, I just don't like these type of characters, bro. He's an Iron Man dick writer, bro. He's not his own, bro. Iron Man dies, and who's gonna tell you what to do now? Okay, now Nick Fury gonna give you the orders, bro. Nigga had the sunglasses. He had Tony's sunglasses that he entrusted to him. And he gave it to a dude he met 3 days ago. Said, oh, well, Mr. Stark must have wanted me to give these to you. You know, this dude who I just met 3 days ago.
Right. Well, children make dumb decisions.
Children, right? See, we throwing that children word around.
Yeah, because he is.
Listen,
think about this.
A junior in high school is a child.
If I look at a sophomore in high school, I'm looking at that person as a child.
No, that's not a child.
They make childish decisions.
You know,
I work with children, bro. They make childish decisions.
17 is not looked as a child in the eyes of anything in society.
Because you become an adult at 18.
You can get tried as an adult at 17. You can do mature stuff. You can drive and have a job. That's not a child, bro. That's actual responsibilities. Not to mention the fact that he has superpowers. Okay, so he's mature enough to... What's up, bro?
He hasn't had a father figure. And he comes across Tony. He looks up to him as a father figure. He dies, so he has nowhere to go. He's also a child. And he runs into this guy. Yeah, it was a dumb decision to give him the glasses because they met like once. And it's like, oh yeah, here, take this.
You just opened up another can of worms, bro. No Uncle Ben. They took away Uncle Ben and gave it to Tony Stark.
Do we really want to see him die again?
That's a good point.
No, he's not in the movies at all. They don't mention this nigga by name. Will we get him on the briefcase? Is that it? B. Parker on the briefcase?
How much you want
Uncle Ben?
Uncle Ben would you want him in, like, to be in?
Bro, he's integral to like Spider-Man. So when Aunt May said when they gave Aunt May that line, I almost threw up in my mouth, bro.
Why?
Don't even, cause that's Uncle Ben, bro. Iconic stories like that everybody knows, bro. You don't just change it and just tweak it and give it to
Seems
other
like
people.
you don't like change.
Yeah.
It's the vibe.
Why change? Like, make new original stuff. Don't take already established.
So would you rather
stuff.
them just see the same Spider-Man that you've always gotten?
Dude,
or it'll be this is just the same as before.
Hey, bro, aren't people wanting Andrew Garfield to come back for Amazing Spider-Man 3? Aren't people saying bring Tobey back?
Yeah.
Why we want the old and don't want the new as much? Because the old was hidden. It was established.
Well, they didn't really want Amazing back until No Way Home. Because his performance was really good in No Way Home.
That's how society works. When you get hit with worse trash, you start to appreciate what came before. Did it not happen with Star Wars?
Yes, I was about to say that.
Right? Wasn't niggas hating on the prequels and Anakin and all this? Now because we got new trash, they're sucking it off like the Holy Grail. I think it's the same thing with the Spider-Man. Yeah, motherfuckers was hating on Andrew Garfield, wasn't feeling it. I didn't mind it back in the day. I never loved it. I was cool with it.
Like, right. I wasn't a big fan anyways.
Right. But when you put all three of these Spider-Man in the same scenes and you get to see who's really the best actor, you get to see who's really the most capable in certain situations. You see why they want that make Spider-Man 3?
That's a good point. Watching the movie, I was like, I felt like they had a stronger presence and like I was enjoying it a little bit more. It seemed like Tom Holland was kind of in the back.
Yeah. And me personally, I think Tom Holland's best scenes in the movie was him interacting with the other Spider-Man. Because it wasn't that dumb.
He's about to kill Green Goblin. That shit was sick. He picked him up.
He picked him back up. He did pick him back.
But I would have preferred. Imagine if Andrew Garfield was the MCU Spider-Man. Because timeline wise, it could have added up if the studios were collaborating at that time. Because Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out 2014, and then Civil War with Tom Holland, that was only 2 years later. So they could have easily integrated Andrew Garfield. Wouldn't that have been better versus getting a new, younger, dumber, kiddier Spider-Man?
How do you think Andrew Garfield's character, the portrayal of Spider-Man, would mesh with the established MCU characters?
I think it would have been just fine.
What would be his... I don't know.
I don't think he would have been sucking off Iron Man like Tom Holland. I don't even think they would have went that route. I think because he was at that perfect age where he graduated high school. He was going into college his first year, so he would have already been kind of that more mature-ish Spider-Man.
He already he was more mature.
Exactly, and that's what we needed. We needed a mature Spider-Man to fight alongside the Avengers. Because if you look at the epic things that Tom Holland got to do. Imagine if it was a better Spider-Man involved. You got to go to Europe in Civil War and fight alongside the Avengers for the first time. You got to go in literal space and fight Thanos. And then you got brought back in Endgame, was fighting Black. Like, imagine Andrew or Toby or just a more capable Spider-Man in these scenes, bro.
So, like, Andrew Garfield, like, so you think he's a strong enough presence?
Oh, yeah. Presence. Like,
yeah.
Yes. Like, acting... Yes. Was he not the best Spider-Man actor in your opinion in that movie? Bro was eating down in that movie.
Bro was eating in that movie.
Emotion-wise, everything. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
He was throwing hands.
More experience, because he's older, so he's been in longer. Oh my God. Tell me if he wasn't in Infinity War and Endgame, that would have been better. We wouldn't have got no weak-ass, instant kill mode, and the suit is killing the aliens while Spider-Man is doing this, my nigga. Had the gauntlet was freaking balled up. Get the nigga, bro. Why? Why are y'all okay with this, bro? Why are y'all fine with that? We got robbed of great Spider-Man scenes in these movies because he was too young to give us what we wanted, bro. Look at that right there. Y'all see that right now?
First appearance.
Imagine if that type of Spider-Man was in the movies, bro. We got robbed, bro. You don't think we got robbed? You satisfied with what we got? What's Tom Holland? You're a lot of silence, man.
I wouldn't say satisfied. I just don't necessarily have
I don't have an issue with it either.
But
just because I can see his side. I can see wanting to be a kid again, especially after going to space and dying. Like you died for 5 years. You know what I mean?
So what happens?
I wouldn't be regular. I would want to be regular after dying. And coming back, I would want to be regular for a little bit. Like, let me just, take the backseat.
So what happens when we get this fourth Tom Holland Spider-Man movie and he's actually giving us what we want? He's actually throwing the hands. He's being mature. What we going to look back at Homecoming and Far From Home and what we going to look at those movies for? Right? Mm-hmm. We're not even going to look back at those movies for anything.
Part of his story, yeah. It's still part of his story. It's still part of his story.
3 solo movies and 3 Avengers appearances to get to this point that we want. I'm good, bro. That's just like...
So you're saying that if it came out and it was great, you're not going to watch it, or what?
Came out what?
If the new movie came out and it was good and everything you wanted.
Yeah, no, I'm going to watch it.
So then would the journey not be worth it?
No, it's not. We got that at Tobey Maguire, 2002. We got everything character development and growth-wise in one movie. We got him not having powers, being a nerd, losing Uncle Ben, having that character development, great power comes great responsibility, becoming his own hero, fighting his villain. We got all that in one movie.
Right.
Why we need 6 with Tom Holland? We got that in one. And that was 2002 with that CGI, bro. Nigga was wearing a spandex suit, getting down, getting active, bro. This nigga got a fully furnished Iron Man suit, and he still can't get the job done, bro. In 6 movies. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, y'all act like we didn't get Spider-Man movies before. Y'all act like this is the first time.
Yeah, but this is a different movie, though. This is a different
universe.
So you just accept just different. You don't care about the quality. If it's different, you just accept it.
That it's different from the Tobey Maguire movies.
That's fine. You accept it. But if we ranking quality out here, how's Tom Holland going to stack compared to the previous ones? Movies and low, right?
Yeah, but that wasn't the actual conversation. We're talking about the movie. But if we were comparing, he would be the least efficient Spider-Man. Depending, like, if you want, I don't know. Let's see.
It's whatever you want.
In the first one, he got the job done. In the end, second one, job done.
Talking about Homecoming, No Way Home? Are you talking about Tom Holland's solo movies?
Yeah. Like he beat the bad guy. Got the job done. Got the job done in all the movies, really.
He did, but again, he had
slip-ups. He had a lot more slip-ups. Like, he was the sole reason for the second villain popping off.
See, I think what you're doing is you're oversimplifying, and you're just, as long as they get from A to Z. It doesn't matter how they get
no,
it.
because I'm mentioning that you brought. I'm addressing the points you brought up about all the other Spider-Mans getting active, getting the job done
on their own. On their own.
You didn't mention that. You didn't mention that at first.
Bro, I said, how many times have I said they didn't? How many times have I said he's sucking off Iron Man?
Who else helped? So you're saying Iron Man's involvement just like makes him just not good?
It doesn't make, for me, it doesn't make for a good character, because you thinking he's gonna finally see, like the end of Homecoming, right? When he's looking at the Iron Spider suit and he doesn't take it and he's just going back to being regular. Okay, you're like, okay, bet. He's turning away from that route and he's gonna be his own. Literally, the next movie, Iron Spider suit, he's using Iron Man's tech still. It's the flip flop.
You think Iron Spider's cool?
It's cool, but like, why do you need that outside of an Avengers movie, bro? Why you need that shit? Why that shit make it the Far From Home and No Way Home? For what?
It's cool and effective.
See, there you go. It's cool. See, you're falling for the trap.
Effective.
Cool and effective.
It's because he needs it though. You take it away, like, bruh, he was fading with Dr. Octopus with the Iron Spider suit when Toby was getting active in spandex. It's because he needs that, bro. To me, I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to tech base.
So say if he didn't have it, you don't think he'd be able to make it out if he didn't have the suit?
Well, we can't say he did because we didn't see it.
Well, we can't say he needs it.
But we can say
he has it, so he uses it.
Yeah, but we can say we don't see him do really epic, capable things on his own. Because, like I brought up in the Avengers movies, he's using his tech. He's using instant kill mode to kill these aliens instead of.
Yeah, that shit was.
You don't got super strength. You don't got spider sense. Like, what we doing out here, bro? I'm just saying, like, because he's so young and immature and so reliant on his tech. To me, that just doesn't make for a good hero.
I can see that because that part takes a little bit away.
Because he wants to be Iron Man. That's what happens when Iron Man is your role model. Because Iron Man, he is a human. He doesn't have powers. So it makes sense he relies on tech. And he's a genius. Spider-Man doesn't need that. He has the powers. He has the capability. But he wants to be Iron Man so bad that they just gave him that Iron Man shit.
So, but you don't think like like having that Iron Man aspect is cool?
Not the extent that they went. Nah, that's fine if you want to be father figure, kind of usher him into the Avengers. The level that they went, where they call him Iron Man Jr., they be calling him that, bro. Like, that's bad, bro. Tony Stark Jr., like, that's bad. We don't need that, bro. No, they could have did without that, and you would have got just as good as movie, if not a better one, bro.
Would have been like, his connection to Tony Stark was pretty integral to his introduction to the MCU.
Yeah.
So like, say if he. I guess they could have gone a different route, but I'm not necessarily.
What's wrong with him just being like the father-son thing? Why does that have to spew into his technology and the villains? His first two movie villains were Tony Stark haters.
Yeah. Like,
what the fuck? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Everything loops back to Tony Stark.
I personally don't have an issue with that, though.
I know you don't. This is why we having this talk, bro. I'm not a fan of it.
So going back to the movie. What makes it what makes you not like it so much other than nostalgia and Iron Man?
Because I don't fall for that stuff. I can separate.
What do you mean fall for it?
Yeah. Because I can separate. I can say it's not a good movie, but admit that it's epic and nostalgic, and it made me feel like a little child. People can't separate the two. When something touches them and it's epic and it's eye candy, they'll say it's fire and it's good just because of that. But they won't look at story and script and narrative. They won't look at the actual film stuff. I can look at both. That's why as a film it's not good.
What those people who say that are looking for in a movie, what constitutes a good movie for them. But I see what you're saying. It definitely, it has some story flaws.